It has been 11,000 years since the kingdom of Adora was cast into the astral sea, along with the invading demon god Deimos. The last king of Adora, Gnarl Denstra, the elven god king Xandril Mishinel, and the necromancer Avigard fought and stopped the impending doom of the eternal darkness from coming forth, but were lost to the world when they too were cast into the astral sea. Now, the land of Redigan is split into 4 kingdoms. Adeshmira is the Elven Kingdom, where 10,000 years ago they called the elves back into their forest to lock it away. Most heeded the call, but some believed that they should not segregate and stayed in the world.
The Round Top Rainforest, where many other races call home, is now a kingdom under the direction of the druids who reside there. They left their borders open, but all know that if you enter and do not respect the forest, your life will be forfeit.
The Dwarven Kingdom of Gratispar called the dwarves back to their homes, closing and locking the doors of their vast mountain kingdom, and they have not opened them yet.
Finally, the Kingdom of Remedigan, known as the Kingdom of the Humans, left its borders open and welcomed anyone who sought refuge. It thrived, not from isolation, but a joining of all races under one idea: peace. 100 years ago, Odura returned. With it, the High General Martin Firewell and King Xandro Mishinel, and there has been a fragile peace between all kingdoms. Until now.
Oh, hi,
Sit
everybody.
back, relax. As I no, that's fine. No, go.
No, I don't want to now. Now I feel uncomfortable about it. This is absolutely staying in. Hi, welcome to the podcast and the stream. It's where we do professional things, like when we count down 3, 2, 1, start. More than one person does the same thing at the same time that they were supposed to do because we're real good at this stuff. 19 episodes of practice. Woo!
Yeah, we should do 3, 2, 1 and start.
No, we did that. we did it in my head. Anyway, Doc, do the thing.
Sit back and relax as I take you out of your reality and into my nightmares dream world. Welcome to the Bros and Dragons podcast. Uh-oh. There it is. I fixed it. I am your Dungeon Master and host, Daniel Doc Gentry, and with me, as always, is the impossible sorcerer, playing Taste on Firewell's Nerdworks.
As we were about to start the stream, I realized that I didn't have alcohol readily available to me, so I ran knowing that I had 2 minutes of time, and then I decided that I was going to pour an extra tall one, because if I just poured a regular one, then I would have to get up again, and I just got done running, and I didn't want to run again, so here we are. So I got some big drink tonight, because I'm an adult.
The Guardian herself, long live the Waffle Hut, playing Stroop Waffles, our very own Hannah.
Steve Holt. Waffle Hut would like to introduce a brand new beverage. It's called Mirnoff Mice. It's made with it's made with some ingredients that we don't really want to talk about, but we highly suggest trying it out. Ask your server for a sample at your local Waffle Hut. Long live the Waffle Hut.
Throw some Ollie Jansers in there, you'd be good. The champion of chaos, long may it rain, playing Miranda Shren, is Lissa.
Heyo! Chaos reigns supreme.
And see, I told you I would change it to our very own Lissa. It had to come out because you're like part of everything else too.
Look, it's not my fault. People like playing with me.
On that
Phrasing.
note, no, we're gonna. Last time the crew woke to find that Tayson had acquired new guards. Jimine and Poshi of the Weston Low were god warriors. They explained they were sent to him from the queens Navara and Valerie, who were understanding of how in awe anyone would be in the Adeshmira, and told them to come when they were ready. They went to Zenda, the governor of Terranshaw, and she gave them access to the teleportation circle there to travel to the castle. Upon arriving, they were greeted by the queens, who found a chamber to talk in that would be private. Navarra shared that she still holds the title of captain of the Western Low, and she and all captains before her were given a secret that the training of the God Warriors were not to protect from just any extraplanar beings, but Deimos for his return, and that all of the land was not told of this to allow the peace that Martin Zandro and Avagard, as well as the other heroes, to live until there was no time to explain. She told Tayson that she was that he was a Missional, informed him that he held the status of a demigod as well as Grand Duke. She inquired about any unusual abilities he had and even showed him her wing. She told him of Martin's villa, gave him the intricate octagon shaped key to the villa, and informed him that he should take in the sights of the city. But G-Mine and Posh could take him to the villa at any time. She also told him that they found out that the person who did this to him was the teacher, and that they had been trying to find that person with Martin's help, but never got a name to ask that person any questions. Stroop told everyone that she had the name and shared the name Hentrin Hovensheet. And though I forgot to have Miranda and Tayson roll for it, they both know that he is the Grand Mage of the Silver Spire in Redigan, heading the schools of creation and fortification magics for the Crystal Spire. Tayson went to the villa alone after this, and Miranda and Stroop went to Phoenix's phylactery by suggestion of the queens, who created and housed the most amazing magical objects, and was a self-proclaimed enchanter. He took orders, and in 4 hours, the smoldering armor will be ready for Miranda, and in 2 days, he will finish the apron of protection for Stroop. Stroop still owes half, which is 375 gold. We left them as Tayson found a note with his name on it in the furnished but seemingly empty villa of Martin Firewell. Let us adventure on.
Can I get a refresher on that note?
I never wrote it. I have it now, though.
Oh, okay. Hey, can I get a current on that note?
As you crack the seal, it says, Tayson, if you're reading this, I am gone. I know my time is soon, but I don't know when. I just know the 100 years is almost up. Time is always the enemy. I've made a lot of mistakes, made bad choices, but as a high general, I can say that I am too hard on myself. I made the choices I did and stayed with them, though. I know some may have been wrong, but this is where I am. I think there are 2 things that I've done absolutely correct in my time, and both are matters of the heart. I will never regret loving only one woman, neither will I regret loving you. I'm proud of you, and blessed you chose to stay with me, to let me adopt you. There's so much that you have taught me in the last 3 years that I did not learn in the other 150 or so. Honestly, I lost count. This villa is now yours. Should you choose to visit, Zandro has informed me that his word extends to you. This place is beautiful and peaceful, and I felt that I never deserved that. As I write this, I realize that had I spent more time here, I may have had a clearer picture of goals. So I guess I'm saying, enjoy the time with friends. Allow yourself to be comfortable. Take time for yourself. What is anything worth if we never let ourselves enjoy the things in life we must? I have a house in Hardell. If you have not headed there yet, that is yours as well. If you read the journals, do not judge my attitude too harshly. I never tried to hold back my thoughts when writing, but I know they sound like someone who is lost and defeated. I may have been, but seeing your strength has taught me some as well. The house will be easy to find. Just ask Miranda about her house there, and seek out the symbol of Arlen on the door next to it. Know that I love you. Know that I'm proud of you. You are stronger than I ever could be. You have taught this old man so much, and I will never be able to thank you enough. You are enough. Martin Firewell, your proud father.
Tayson's gonna fold up the note carefully, unfold it, fold it up carefully, and do that a couple of times until he's satisfied, and pocket it, and then take a look around the house itself.
You did that last time.
I know.
It's very minimalistic.
Mhm.
There's not a lot here. There's books, but they're general books. You get the sense that Martin had a villa. He'd been here, obviously, at least enough to write a note. But it's really unused. He
Mhm.
never made it his. There's no pictures. There's no, like, his room had the leaf from the Adashmira on the wall. It doesn't have anything that's personalized. It's a pretty blank slate with furnishing. It looks like a house is being sold and they paid somebody to just set up a couple of pieces.
Did the I know it's just general books, but are we talking like, oh, it's encyclopedias, it's, oh, look, it's a copy of Redigan's version of Catcher in the Rye. Like, what are we looking at as far as his collection? Just for me to get a little bit of better scope of Martin himself.
Give me 1 minute because I actually have the books. I just didn't have it in front of me here. While I'm looking, Stroop and Miranda, what are you doing?
Miranda is trying to find the place that they are going to spend the night, which might be with Tayson if he's okay with it.
The city's huge. You guys went to the bathhouse. I mean, you all went to the
Oh
bathhouse.
yeah, we did go to the bath.
You guys went to the Phoenix's phylactery. You're on your way around. You're just looking around at the big markets and stuff. Are you trying to find a place to stay, or are you trying to find Tayson? These are, in my head, two different things. And I found the books.
Miranda is saying that they are looking for a place to stay, but she is specifically trying to find Tayson.
Okay, so when you
because she knows Stroop is like kind of all in her head right now about trying to talk to Tayson, and Miranda's like, no. Don't get me wrong, I'm all about chaos, but this is one of those things that should not be chaotic. We need to have a conversation about this.
So you two are just looking around, trying to figure your way. You're trying to get a bearing without letting Stroop know you're getting a bearing, but it's not easy to find. This is a huge city, and a villa here is not very descriptive of anything. But as you wander, I'll let you think about what you're going to do. There's books. I don't know what you're looking for exactly, but like there's um, The War to Come, written by an anonymous elven historian. Clubs, Primitive and Effective, anonymous. Dishonor Before Death, A Thieves Tale. It's a fantasy tale. There's The Rise and Fall of Deimos is here. Little books like that.
Tayson is going to take Martin's copy, or at least the copy that's here, of The Rise and Fall of Deimos. And he is going to take his own prayer book that he received from Martin, and he is going to leave it here.
Okay, so you're exchanging books?
Yep. I more or less just want to I think Tayson just wants to kind of read this book in Martin's house. That, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to get a vibe. All right, something is weird about all of this, that whether there's a mystery, whether it's just context, but there's the book that the story that everybody's been told. And then there's the journals that Martin wrote. And now Tayson is reading a note that says, hey, those journals weren't the best version of me. So hopefully going back and reading the first story gives more context to the everything else that's been revealed.
I get it, and you of all people know what's in that book because it's the first 2 seasons of Bros and Dragons.
That's good. That's all I wanted to do. Make sure there weren't any like notes or anything like that or anything that felt different, but we're good to go. After that, Tayson isn't going to wander around this city because he's not sure he'll be able to find his way back even with the guards. So he's going to go back out into the front and then just sit on the porch.
Okay. You sit down on the porch. Miranda, as you're going around, how are you going to word questions to not inform Stroop that you're trying to find Martin's house?
Montera, because I forgot she is in her changeling form, goes. Okay. Is there anyone who looks mildly sketchy that might know Thieves' Cant nearby?
If you're trying to just scout it out, you can give me a perception check, but the people here are very similar. And it's kind of, like I said before, because you're not used to it, it's kind of disconcerting that everybody has the same tone of skin, the same color hair, even though some of it's colored. Very similar beings, even though they're hugely different.
Okay, can I get a vibe check on the people nearby so I can try and figure out which one might be the most likely to know Thieves' Cant?
Oh yeah, just you make me a perception, but I just wanted you to know that that's what was happening.
Okay. Just that is a dirty 20.
Scanning around, it doesn't look like anybody around here is seedy enough for you.
Okay, next thing is, do I see any Thieves' Cant symbols around?
With that dirty 20, where you're standing, you're not seeing anything. One person has the marks on their cart, but just the marks that people would use, and it looks a little off in and of itself.
Miranda strikes up a seemingly normal conversation with this cart owner. I'm sure this is a shopkeep or something.
It is. It's just a clothing store, and they answer your seemingly normal, but they're not responding to the cant behind the conversation.
Okay. So she continues along trying to find more seedy people.
Miranda, there's that looks like a place to stay. That has a little bed on it on the shopkeep window.
Look, Stroop, I'm looking for a very specific vibe. I can't explain it to you. I need a certain vibe.
Should I be concerned about what we're doing tonight?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll let you look for whatever you're looking for. If you would tell me, I could help, but apparently no. I'll sit here and look pretty, I guess.
As you wander, after a couple hours of just wandering, you wander into a nicer area. The houses are a little further apart. There isn't any shops here. It looks like just living areas of very nice buildings in general.
Okay, how much from the Elvish for Dummies does Miranda know at this point?
I knew you were going to ask. You can ask people what their name is. You can tell them what your name is. You can ask how much a ticket for the train is. You can ask where the bathrooms are, and you can ask for a check. High School English 101.
Okay, so she is going to do a variation on the bathroom one, but she's going to say Martin's name instead of the bathroom.
Okay. Smiling, the person that you get is just your accent is crazy, they say in Silva. Do you understand this better?
I do, but I was trying to avoid using Sylvan for a specific reason, and she uh subtly like looks at Stroop.
No, I'm gonna need a roll for this one.
Yeah, hold on. You subtly
that?
say out loud next to Stroop, "Oh, I was trying not to use this language."
Well, after you said, where is the Martin? Basically,
Yeah.
Martin's name.
Well, you heard something that you didn't understand, and then Martin.
The shada tata shutara Martin Firewell latana.
Well, I'm trying not to use this language because.
What we're saying is good luck. That's all.
All right, what am I rolling for?
Well, it sounds like you're trying to deceive Stroop.
Oh, thank God, I've got plus 8 to that.
Yeah, I got a
Let's-
negative in my head because of all the other factors adding up to this point.
Again, thank God I have plus 8 to that. Nice. That is a 19 on the roll, so plus 8, so 27.
Hey, Stroop, give me an insight with advantage.
Oh my goodness. Swear to God, if this fucking works, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
It was close, but I got a 21.
21. Hey, she's trying to find Martin's house.
Miranda,
Yes?
where are we going to Martin's house?
Because that way we don't have to pay because we just used all of our money on our stuff.
Yeah, I do owe that guy like way more money than I have currently, so
Yeah.
yeah, we should go to Martin's. At least I can like, if it goes really, really poorly, worst case scenario, can you help me steal something that's worth 350 gold?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, cool. I don't think it's gonna go that poorly because like, Tayson and I are friends above all else. But worst case scenario, I'm stealing something.
With that out, do you want to reset what you're talking to this nice elvish lady about?
Yeah, she'll actually slip it into actual Sylvan and ask where Martin Fireball's villa is.
The Firewell Villa, and she gives you directions. You're almost there. You're actually heading in that direction. It's on the other side of these villas, and it's wider, and it can't be missed. That's what she just says.
Thank you very much. And thank you for putting up with my horrible attempt at Elvish. I'm learning. I'm learning.
It's
Sylvan is my native tongue.
it's interesting. Keep up the good work.
She goes to
And you guys start heading back that way, and you see what she means. It breaks open in this wide open area. There are 3 villas here. 2 of them look very similar. Everything's that green stone, but 2 of them are more cylindric, and then one of them is very rectangular. The rectangular one has 2 god warriors standing out front and a familiar sight sitting on the front porch.
Hey, how was it? Hello?
Oh, sorry, I
Hi.
really need to get one of your microphones that has the touch thing because I have too many screens and not enough hands.
It's okay. Here, let's try that again.
Yeah, ready.
Hey, how'd it go?
Well, we got I'm getting my armor upgraded, and Stroop is getting her apron upgraded to an apron of protection. She's just like question mark at the end.
Oh,
Yeah, for all those kitchen fights that I have, you know, it's good to have a little extra protection sometimes. You know, that protection from grease fire. You know.
I mean, just seeing as the apron is just always on you, it kind of feels like it would be good for regular stuff like angry dogs, flaming bears, demon dragons.
I mean, definitely could be used for those things as well. Yeah, while we're
yeah.
going on adventure.
Yeah.
But do you like my outfit? Because this is the first time you guys have seen me without an apron. So.
I mean, it looks like the same outfit, but one less drapery. Did you two have money?
Can I? Yeah. We had some money.
Okay.
Not enough, but we had some.
Okay. You
I
remember
know Stroop 30 gold.
you remember the queen like gave me some money to like help us out for stuff like literally not getting killed by dragons and grease fires, right?
Okay, so Stroop, we might want to take advantage of that.
Yeah, to be completely honest, guys, I have inhaled a lot of kitchen fumes in my lifetime, and my memory is not very good. So I did not remember that happened. But that would be good. That would be good.
No, then we need to pay to get you to a doctor. We don't need to pay to get you a new apron. What are you talking about?
I mean, it happens to all of us. My memory's just not great. If that's the worst thing that happens to me, I'm living a good life, you know?
Oh, okay.
I don't think that's the worst thing that's happened to you, Stroop.
Not today anyway. I got a house. So, if you all want to look inside, it's boring. The rooms don't change to what you need, and there's no pixies, or animals that change depending on the day and what you throw. But it's a house. So, yeah, come on inside.
That's better than nothing.
Yeah, and like Marinda was telling me as we were walking here, it's free here if we spend the night here. We don't have to pay because we don't have any more money.
Well, no, we have a decent amount of money. It just not.
Well, okay, look, we didn't have any money on us.
Oh.
All right, Tayson.
The queen. When I asked the queen why I should hold on to the money because I didn't want it, she said that's specifically why I should hold on to it, and I think it's starting to make sense now. I think I get it. So fair enough. All right, come inside. Get comfy and stuff.
All we did was upgrade our items. It needed to be done.
Oh, okay.
Do you know how many times I've fallen? Do you know how many times I have almost died because of this shit, Tayson?
3.
Why are you counting?
Because most of the time when you fall down, my job is to make sure why you fell down and then try and subtly tell you not to do that again next time. Because then it puts a lot of pressure on me. Oh, okay. Sorry. Keep going.
One of them was because of you.
What'd I do?
Tayson, don't you remember you hit her with the lightning?
Yeah, and I told her to go farther away.
Yeah. I mean, hey.
Oh,
what we should circle back to is that I remembered something.
Yeah,
so,
no, this is good. You know what? Maybe you don't need a doctor. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm uncomfortable, so I'm gonna go inside. You feel free to join me, or not. Okay.
As long as you don't hit me with lightning in the chest again, I think we're fine.
I mean, again, just stay farther than lightning. I didn't do that on purpose. I prepared you for an accident, and it still didn't go well. I don't know what to tell you at that point.
We stayed as far away as we could. given the situation we were in, and you still hit me.
Did we? I don't remember.
We
that
were
part.
on a riverbank.
I feel
We
like
were on a riverbank, Stroop.
I feel like we're
We couldn't
crying
go
over
much
spilled
further.
lightning, so I'm good. I'm okay. I'm gonna go ahead and Stroop, can you check if there's coffee or tea or whatever that usually fixes these kind of conversations inside, please?
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay,
I'll
great.
I'm gonna stand on a chair.
Oh, there's
I'm
chair.
gonna
No, there's.
I'm gonna stand on a chair. Hannah is saying that Stroop is doing. Sorry, hard with the accent tonight. Stroop's gonna go to the kitchen and stand on a chair and start looking through cabinets.
Okay, and Martin had a caffeine addiction. You easily find some coffee.
Can I find some lavender coffee? Lavender tea?
There's none in the cabinet.
Oh, sad. I want to find anything that's remotely purple.
If only you had a stick that literally had like spices growing out of it.
My memory is so bad, guys.
Hannah's been around a lot of kitchen fumes.
It's what happens when it gets to -2.
Yeah, it's officially -1 right now, so we're getting there.
Getting
Heat
twice,
wave!
yeah, twice as hot.
We're gonna take some lavender from the spice whack and crunch it up and put it in a tea bag and
Okay.
make some lavender tea.
Yeah, so you pick off the lavender. It's like the stick knows what you need as the lavender dries in your hands very easily. You place it in and make some lavender tea, and sure, you easily it. And again, it's a bare kitchen. It has what you need, but there's nothing personal here. You could see that amongst everything that's here.
We really gotta get some decorations for in here.
Yeah, sorry, I apologize. I've had it for 4 minutes or so I didn't really know how to tidy up the place or make it more hospitable. But
Hey,
son,
son,
you've
it's
had
fine.
it for 4 minutes.
Exactly. Also,
oh, I was
let's be honest here.
joking.
You don't really
Oh,
decorate things
no,
yourself.
I was kidding. I'm just trying to. Okay.
Wait,
never mind. It's fine.
Everyone stop a minute. Tayson made a joke. Stroop, we've been teaching him right.
I think he definitely got it from both of us. I don't know.
That's
who
why I
cracks the
said
most
we.
jokes. Yeah, I was
I-
gonna say me, and then I was gonna say you, and then neither of those sounded right.
I
So
really
yes.
don't mean any offense whatsoever. I got this from Jemine and Posh. They're serving this like higher authority thing, but they're also very comfortable talking to me. So it's been really. I'm sorry. I think it was more just like that branching out thing that you keep telling me to do. I finally did it a little bit, even though it wasn't by choice, and it just kind of helped perspectives.
Montera, motherly clasps Tayson's back and goes, "We're proud of you, honey."
Is it weird that we have been trying to get him to do this, and now that it's happening, I'm a little jealous? Is that normal?
I'm a little upset that it took meeting the guards for this to happen, but I will take it.
Part
Look,
of it.
I will take it. This is a big stride for Tayson,
Okay.
Stroop.
So part of it might be in my time with them, again limited as it was, they haven't done any of that talking like I wasn't here part stuff. So that was, maybe I not correlation causation kind of thing, but it was a new vibe. It was kind of weird.
Yeah, I guess I just wanted you to know a little bit that I was also jealous.
Oh, gotcha. So this
Yeah,
is we're just sharing. Okay, sharing is fine. Okay.
Sharing
Yes.
in a Stroop way,
Okay.
This is an entire conversation, and you are not excluded from it, Tayson.
Okay, that's fair.
Some tea. It's really good. I made it from my my spice whack.
Okay, great. It's
Out
nice.
of character, I still love that we fucking named it the Spice Whack.
Listen,
That was all Mike.
It's
I'm pretty sure.
Mike's proudest moment. Too,
my
I'm pretty sure.
it is one of my proudest moments, if not the. I'm good at titles. That's it. Titles and hey, let's do something stupid. Yay! So you said they were working on your apron. How long is that going to be?
Like two days.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'll be a couple days.
So we're like here.
I think he said 4 days, Stroop.
I thought it was 3. In a few days before we leave here, we'll just stop by and pick it up. It's not like needs to happen at a certain time.
Well, no, it needs to happen after, it's done. But it okay.
Yeah, but tomato potato.
Those are totally different tasting things. Even I know that.
Oh, I don't know. I've never had a tomato, so I wouldn't.
Okay.
Damn it! Now I want potato waffles.
So what are we? So we're not stuck here, but we need to stick around. So what are we doing? Cause I am much more relieved and also less in fear of my life now, which is great. Let me say it's been a revelation. Big fan. But then they brought up a lot of good points about how we need to do something, and our entire thing has been we have to do something about this, right? And then they asked what, and that was kind of the stop, because I don't know what to do. We don't know where to go. We don't know how to stop things. We don't know a lot of what we need to know. And yeah.
Do you remember the conversation we had at the tavern, just you and me, about the plan?
Yeah.
What's the plan?
Not dying.
No. What's the big plan?
Oh, stopping Deimos.
Save the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. How do we save the world?
Take a breath. That's what we're gonna brainstorm here tonight.
Okay.
The brainstorm session.
Okay.
Let's get some shots going.
No. Please no.
Yeah, you're right. You're probably right.
Yeah. Not
That didn't work.
not every time.
Montera still pours a shot. Like, she takes the newly refilled flasks of the brandy and pours a shots for both her and Stroop.
So okay. What do we know other than demons are attacking in higher numbers than normal, and Deimos is coming back, and supposedly a lot of people were aware of that other than us? I know the Ward is fighting something.
And the Guardians are gone.
Yeah, no, just
Well,
under new
not
management.
here.
We're
Under new management.
branding,
We're still
marketing,
building-
remember?
Yeah, rebuilding our forces.
There you go. We're looking for the dwarves. We don't know where they are. The people of Adishmira might know, or at least might be having an easier time of finding out, which is good. That's new. I don't know where we go, but I feel like if I don't stop going, I'm probably just gonna stop. This has been a lot. This has been a couple weeks of whew, and everybody has given me the option to stop. But now that we're here and we're being told that we should just wait and enjoy this culture that I missed out on, that I'm not sure I missed out on because I'm not sure how I would have been privy to it. I'm very I'm I'm uncomfortable with inaction, but I also don't know what we should do anyway. So I I hate it.
Um, so that's understandable. We've been moving constantly for weeks now, and I also feel the need to do something.
I feel the need to do something, but I also fully admit we could all use a break. At least a couple days of relaxation, because our mental and physical health is important as well.
I I'm not gonna argue it if that's the case.
I'm not
But
saying we stop doing things. There are
right.
books, there's things we can research while we're relaxing. But,
Yeah, I just
Kason,
the
this is your heritage.
is it like I didn't grow
It
up with
is.
any of this. Like, what do I
It
care?
doesn't matter. It's still your heritage. It can help you understand yourself better.
You're from a different plane, right?
Yes.
What if you found out that you were actually from a different plane before that?
Kason, I've been in Eberron, the Feywild,
Sure,
and
sure,
now
sure.
I'm here. I I go full hog. I learn. I try to invest myself wherever the
E-
traveler, Zalron, whatever
mhm,
god of chaos is connected to me takes me.
exactly. Because you are guided by your faith and your drive to follow through and find out. And it's admirable. It's great. Um I I I just want things to be calm. That's what I'd like my heritage to be. Not shitty.
Well, it seems like it's relatively calm here.
Yeah,
And
but
finding more out about that will
but, th-
help you relax.
but then I get to deal with while I'm dealing with the calm of being here while knowing there are demons on the road to here, and the demon king is literally like on its way back, and everybody here is aware of it, but also kind of keeping it a secret that they're aware of it. It's just
Which is why I suggested we not entirely sit still while we take some time to relax. We've got access to books. How many countless books are at the castle, are here, are available to us to learn and see what we can do to try on our end to do better.
we've just got to we can dig for information, and I'm fine with that. I again, I'm not trying to disagree for the sake of disagreeing. I All of the research that we could do is based off information that is widely known and shared with the world that seems to be completely inaccurate. Deimos is coming back. The big story about Deimos is that he doesn't come back because it got stopped, but he's not getting stopped. And all the people that we could talk to about that seem to be either gone or missing. And I feel like we're going to drive ourselves crazy reading through prophecies and scriptures and books and notes, hoping to find the one madman that seems to make sense. So, are we. I'm more at the. I'm happy to do research if that's what we've got. I almost think that our best shot is just talking to somebody who might know more, even if they don't know everything. I just want a different side to the story, and I don't know who that is yet. Part of the reason I wanted to come here is so I could find out why Xandro left. Because we found out why Xandro left, then maybe we could talk to somebody who knew why he left, which means maybe they know more than we'd. I don't know. I'm literally just
Point of
spiraling.
clarification. Doc, I did try to connect with Xandro already. Yes?
Yes, you went down to the river and did a symbol.
And it didn't work. Okay. Montera is fondling her symbol of Zalrin, her black quartz crystal. And goes, maybe if I try that again in the place of power where Xandro was, the castle, I might have better luck.
The castle that we just came from?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
That's a tomorrow issue. Don't worry.
Yes.
I do
I'm
agree.
not saying that's a tonight
Yeah.
thing.
How do you relax in times like this?
He pulls up the shot glass.
No, that's not relaxing to me.
I mean, we took the bath already.
You asked.
I make dessert. I bake things.
Okay.
I reach out to Zalrin.
I don't think it's gonna be I don't think it's gonna work great for me. We haven't talked. All right. Are you two? If you two want to stay here, that's totally fine. If you want to go out, as long as you can find your way back, that's pretty good. I think, and I mean this with all the respect in the world, I think I need a night off. So,
Yeah, that's
Totally
okay.
fine.
yeah, I think I know what I'm gonna do. But yeah, you two, if you want to hang out, if you want to go do something, if you want to bake, drink and bake, whatever, have a good time. But I'll be back later, I think. I mean, like, I'll be back. I just don't know how much later, or if I'm actually, I don't know. Hey, Posh.
Around the corner, you just hear very close. Yes, Tayson.
Can we go find some open area somewhere? Get some breathing room?
It's your villa.
Oh. Shit. Yeah, okay. And then Tayson is just going to kind of like walk 100 feet like in a direction and then kind of look around. No, a little bit. And he's just going to keep doing that in this estate until he finds a good clear open area that is far enough away.
So from the front, it looks rectangular, but it's U-shaped. And in the middle of this, there is a courtyard in between and the back that separate the two wings of the villa.
Tayson will make his way there, but like in one of the more indirect ways possible.
Posh is following you the whole time. G-Mine's probably still up front.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I usually try and get some exercise in to try and calm myself down. Just always been kind of a thing. I usually do that alone. Do you mind sparring with me a little bit?
I don't mind. I don't want to hurt you, though.
Oh, I can take it. It's fine. Like, just don't kill me, But like,
Oh no, I just found out hanging out with you, I get to fight Deimos. This has been a great day for me.
Oh, okay. I mean, again, hopefully not. Like, you understand that, right? Like, hopefully not.
You have your priorities, and I have mine.
Yeah, but at the same time, if we are in a position where we can stop Deimos from coming back, like
I'll hit him once while you close the door.
No.
I'm going to get a punch in.
Okay, let's assume that we can stop him from ever coming through the door. Like, it's just on the other side of the door and we can just lock it forever and they can never come through. Like, you're not going to stop us from trying to lock that door, right?
Oh no, I might go in the door really quick.
Okay.
Just to
Maybe peek out a window and see if you can.
This is amazing. I fight extraplanar beings. That's what I'm taught. Let's do this.
Like, I'm not extra. I don't think I'm extraplanar. I mean,
we can find out.
I am at most like. Sandra was half, but I'm 3 people. So it would be a third. I'm at most like a 6th, maybe a 12th. I'm not sure how the math works out. So like I guess I'm kind of planar.
Enough to get free college. Yeah.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how you start this. Normally I just kind of cast spells around in a circle.
As you walk out in the courtyard, he draws his longsword and he takes a swing at you.
Oh shit.
$19?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So this is new to me, but I figure let's just do this. There we go. 10 points of radiant damage as it hits. It sparks up, and what you think is going to be a cut from this, you just see a blast of white, and you feel the heat of the damage on you, and it knocks you back a little bit. But he presses and swings again. 17?
On that one, I will cast shield to deflect it away.
As the white and blue hit each other and it sparks off, you see a smile on his face. And it's your turn.
All right. Fair enough. And Tayson is gonna try something weird. I don't have it written down. I thought I had it. Oh well, I'll figure it out later. Tayson is just gonna say Juniper, and a shimmering pink cloak will appear on him, and then take a defensive stance. All right, that was a good shot, but now I'm ready for you.
He reaches back and draws his shield. And you're taking a dodge action so that he's going to charge.
Sure.
And it'll be... Man, these things are... 17 to hit again.
Shield again.
Okay, and then he'll swing again. Of course, I lost that natural 20. 24 to hit.
That'll hit. Of course I lost that natural 20. Rolls a 24 with disadvantage. Oh no.
And he swings through, and 7 more points of radiant damage as you watch your shield just buckle under the pressure of that second strike.
Okay. Okay. Shit. All right. And Tayson is gonna take the axe off his back and going to swing at Posh, but he's not trying that hard to hit. Like I'm more doing I'd rather do performance to make it look like I'm trying to make contact. Well, absolutely not.
Roll to see if you hit.
Okay.
And I need to hear the howling noise now that you're swinging.
That is it would be a 17 to hit.
Yeah, he'll deflect it with
Perfect.
a shield, but The howl sounds like a pack of wolves as you swing, and he deflects it off the shield.
That's it.
And he, yeah, he's got a, yeah. He backs off and places the point of his longsword down and says, "Do you want me to beat on you, or do you want to spar?"
Can you elaborate on the question?
Well, you didn't have anything behind that swing, but you know how to handle it. I could see that.
I mean, I don't know that I do. I've literally had it for like 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. It's been less than a week. And only when and he almost kind of brushes off the cloak, but then just kind of does that awkward like hold on to his sleeve. Only when I'm wearing this. So I mean, I don't.
Well, you're wearing that.
Yeah, I know.
So hit me. I can take it. Trust me. You're not gonna hurt me.
I mean, all right. I don't want. Okay, I don't want to make you mad. So Tayson will try and swing. And miss terribly. That's like a 9.
As you swing, he just steps to the side and watches it fall again. He pats you on the butt with his sword and walks behind you and goes, "No, you could do better." Again.
Okay, sorry. I mean, at that time I tried to actually do it. It just didn't work. That's good though. 26 to hit.
Yeah, as you come through this time, your edge of your blade of your axe moves his shield as it comes right across his chest. Do me some damage.
Yeah. This is just, I didn't do anything fancy. This is just a big old D12. That's 14 damage.
He says, better. That's how you swing. Now, do you want to spar again? I mean, let's spar. I don't want you to hold back. I need to see what you can do if I'm going to be in a battlefield, especially against a demon prince with you.
Okay. I mean, most of my stuff is more pew pew. But I don't know. We don't really have a whole lot of take a hit people in our crew. We're very much I don't know. I'm kind of learning this by necessity.
I'm here now. You don't have to worry about it. G-Mine is a very great artist on the battlefield, I should call it. But
okay. So you're just gonna go with us and just.
We're your gods to the end, Tayson. You go nowhere without us.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I think I knew that, but I just didn't really register it. Okay. Well, if that's the case, no, we're fine. You know what, I'm good. I'll tell you what, I'll do my thing. And if you wanna watch and tell me if I should work on my footwork or, you know, coach me that way or something like that, that would be good. Because this whole I hit you, you hit me back thing, that's not gonna be very fruitful for me. I'm not exactly well equipped for that.
He pulls out a holy symbol, mutters a couple of words in Sylvan. It goes bright, but nothing seems to happen. And he goes, okay, well, we could practice a little more. And then he taps you on the shoulder, mutters another word. And how many points did you lose?
17.
He drops you 17.
Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, hey, okay, cool. So you do the same kind of stuff that Montera does, right?
I have no idea.
I had open wound. Then you tapped me, and my wound is no longer open, and it hurts significantly less.
The power of Lashmala falls through all Westonlow. We can place our hands on people and use his energy to heal them.
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate the ass kicking and perspective. Um,
I'm here for the ass kicking anytime, even though I really rather spa.
I will. I'll work up to that. How about I do my thing, and if you ever think I'm ready for an actual spar, that won't be an insult to you. I'm more than happy to try it.
You only insulted me when you pulled your first hit.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it's like swinging a stick, but it's a new stick. I don't have a good feel for the weight. I'm gonna stop making excuses. I'm sorry. I will do best. I will do my best. I'll do my best.
As this is going on in the villa, are you two wandering trying to find rooms or looking for something to steal? Or
Montera is actually she hears kind of like Tayson in the garden. Like she wanted to go into the that area, but she'll like find an area that's like as far away polarly from him as possible so Tayson can have that alone space, but she can also do her thing. And she's actually going to she's basically going to do prayer through dance. A very chaotic dance to Zalrin.
okay, you're just gonna find like the open room in the villa.
She wants to be outside.
Okay, so you're gonna go to the courtyard where they were
Yeah, she's going to the
clashing?
courtyard, but she again like polar opposite end of the courtyard as possible from Tayson, so he has his alone time and can do his thing.
Yeah, when you get out there at this point, all you do is see Posh giving him a couple of pointers as he's swinging his axe around, hearing the howl of, like I said, it sounds like a pack of wolves.
Mm-hmm.
Stroop, what are you doing?
Pulling out every ingredient we can find in the kitchen, and we're going to try to make a pound cake.
Okay,
Maple syrup.
sure.
Yes.
You're cooking.
I'm
This
baking.
dance
Baking.
happens. Is this the dance, this chaotic dance? I got like, I felt like it was interpretive, but is it more like deadly blade dancing
Yeah,
or
it's blade dancing. She's using the soul knives as she's doing it. Um like but she's also being kind of precise with it. Like it's chaotic, but it's also um precise.
yeah, which would be what a blade dance would actually be, um, to stop the enemy from trying to hit you. You guys get into this, and everybody seems to be working out in some way or another. My favorite is the pound cake, and
The
this will
most
go.
Stroop thing possible.
It is. It's beautiful, and I think this is a perfect time to go ahead and take a break.
Everybody use the bathroom. Get yourself something to drink. Get some food. Snacks are delicious. Or maybe it's dinner time or breakfast time. We're international. It's great. Anyway, we'll be back in a minute. Y'all take care.
Are we muted? Oh, sorry.
Are we muted?
We're not.
It never gets old though.
No, it's everybody's joy. Thank you very much for the follow there, Smiler and Sad
I
Eyes.
had
Aw,
to, Mike. I
Smiler
had
and Sad
to.
Eyes is 100% a like reasonable vibe.
That is.
Well, remember that time that I didn't put what time the break started? So me putting what time the break ended is only about half as useful.
Yay!
We
Like me
are
remembering that I changed my mic to push to talk and reset
Yeah.
my computer 2 times.
Yeah, we're doing all the things. Doing all the things does not necessarily mean that they're all good or correct, but it means that you're doing them. Ding. Paint me a word picture, Doc.
You are learning from one of the God Warriors, and you're It's not huge, but long garden central area. It's really well kept here as well. Mirinda came out. You didn't see her because to be far enough away, she was closer to the door and started doing some chaotic blade dancing of her own. And Stroop did what she knows what to do: is go to the kitchen, pull out everything that she could find, and make a pound cake. I'm still waiting for what I wanted is the most awkward talk ever, which I think is going to be more awkward if it doesn't happen. So I'm super excited to see where this goes. You guys do this for a couple hours. When you two, Stroop and Montera got to the villa, it was afternoon, just getting into the afternoon time. You did some walking around, you did some looking, you did some buying. You finally got to the villa. It's now a couple hours later. We're getting close to dinner time, but it's not there yet. Um, Supper time for if you're in the South. I just want to, include everybody here because I've been accused of pushing away people in the past.
I live in the South and I say dinner.
I live in the West and I say supper from time to time, but that's more because I want to be rustic, and now I'm not sure if I'm just being a jerk or not.
I grew up overseas and I have no idea what I say. Not a clue. You could tell me, Hannah, what are we doing for dinner? And I'm like, I don't know. What do you want for supper? Oh, all is good.
But if you say, "Hey Hannah, what are we doing for supper?" She go, "I don't know what we're doing for dinner."
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty
Sushi.
cool.
The answer should always be sushi.
After a good workout from two of you and an artistic rendition, or shall we say baking, from another, you all start to move inside. Posh is really excited, but really, Dino Nuggy, stop it. Really excited, but you could tell on his face that he is a little different and the happy side, and only one of you knows why.
I made pound cake. There's different flavors. There's maple and slightly less maple and slightly more maple because I didn't know how salty or not salty, sweet y'all would like it. Um, have at it. What would you guys like for dinner?
I don't know, but I'm excited about supper.
I don't know. I'm feeling fish.
Fish. Okay, Tayson, would you eat fish?
Probably. I don't know. If you make it and you tell me to my face it is not going to kill me, I have ate it every time. It's just been more, it's just been how hard I've hidden my reluctance. Like I'm going to eat it. It's fine. Do what makes you happy.
Right. I will start preparing the fish. Do we have fish? Did anybody catch any fish today?
We're in a city. We can buy food
Yeah,
here.
we can buy fish.
All right, I can go to the market and grab some fish and some herbs and lemons.
Oh, how much did you still need to pay for your apron? Because I felt at one point you mentioned that maybe you would take something to get it taken care of or something. I don't know. How much do you need to avoid crime, please?
I
don't
need
know, but
three.
whatever it is, add 30 to it because Ruth gave me 30 gold to pay for my armor.
I think I owe 350, and then Mirinda owes me 30, which she'll probably borrow from you, so that makes a total of 380.
Wait, so am I acquiring somebody else's debt?
Yes.
Now your
It's
brother
not
said
borrowing if the queen has gifted us this gold.
but she
It's
gifted-
Tayson is
370.
just the steward of it.
It's 375, by the way.
Oh, I owe 375. Wow. Okay.
that would have been an
then I'm
awkward
gonna
conversation.
I'm but a little bit more. Yeah, so just even 400. 400 would be probably the best.
I'm still trying to get to the part where I am paying money because one of us borrowed money from one of us. But it's fine. Here, and Tayson will big pouch.
Look, just think of it as you're giving her money for the market, for fish.
We need to talk about the prices of things, because if I'm buying a 30 gold fish and I don't want to buy a 30 gold fish, that seems like a big waste of money for something that I didn't want in the first place. But okay. And Tayson will fork over 400 gold.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna spend it all on fish. I'm gonna use some of it to pay for the thing I need, and then also I'm gonna buy some fish.
I would really hope that it's a vast majority of it for not fish.
I think you underestimate my love of fit. No, never mind. Yeah,
Mhm.
I will spend a normal amount on fish.
Okay. All right. Do you want us to go with you, or do you want to just have a day to be able to shop and peruse and do things without being Tayson encumbered?
Well, I definitely don't want to go alone because you know my memory. I
Mhm.
will get lost.
Mhm.
And although I am the shortest person here in the entire town, it's still I would feel weird asking for help.
Oh,
Outside of some maybe some children.
I mean, true. Well, I mean, we have people that are literally going, protecting us and stuff. So there's that. So,
They're protecting you, Tayson.
yeah, but
They follow you.
But they listen to me, supposedly. I think kind of. Hey, do you mind? Would you mind going to market and,
He's outside, Tayson, but what Montera is saying is true. We guard you. I'm not leaving your side.
Not either of you. Like, I can't.
G-Mine will give you the same. Our directive is from our captain and our queen.
I was really hoping I could find some kind of loophole in that, but okay. Fine. Well, I'll tell you what. I don't feel like making all of us go, so nothing seems a little bit more noticeable and conspicuous than, a group of 5 people, 2 of them being god warriors, walking through market so they can buy some fish and get their down payment, or get the rest of their payment down for their apron. So, Montera, if you wouldn't mind going, I will chill here.
I can do that.
They're not going to look at you differently. The queens walk around with Tog.
I'm sorry, what?
Tog. He's a 7-foot lion-looking person.
Okay. Are they friends? Are they co-workers?
I don't understand anything he says half the time, but he's really committed to the queens.
Got it. But like in service to, or just like good friend?
Never asked. Not my circus, not my monkeys.
Fair enough. Not lions, but okay, that's fair. Okay. Yeah, we can all go. It's fine. Whatever.
Tayson. I am going to suggest that you and Stroop should do this task, because I believe there's something you two should talk about.
I can't help with cooking dinner.
That's not what I'm talking about. And she does the motherly, like, pushes them both together. You two know.
I literally don't know, and that's why I'm so confused.
Fine. So the 4 of us, no, I don't like that either. 4 of us are gonna go, and you're gonna stay here in my new house completely unwatched.
I'm going to go to the temple, Jason.
Fine. But I'm not watching you. But I want you to pretend that I am watching you. So you don't do things that you would do if I was watching you.
What have I done so far to make you this suspicious of me, Jason?
To me, or just like in general?
Any of the above. Have you ever seen me feel anything?
I'm just saying, for someone who likes to encourage and promote that they enjoy chaos, you are sure asking for a whole lot of trust that no chaos will happen while we're gone. Which I'm not sure if the word is disingenuous or just like selective memory, but it's one of those two or somewhere in between, but definitely on that graded scale.
I don't cause chaos without reason. And I do not have reason to cause chaos to your villa.
I feel like that's a very, very good way to be able to select when and how you do chaos without having to have any kind of regards for anybody else's. But that's fine. Well, okay, great. I'll take your word for it. Yeah, let's go to buy fish / worship.
You all leave the villa. Tayson, do you lock it?
Was it
Okay.
locked? Was it locked when I got here?
Yeah, you had
Oh.
to use your new key.
Yeah, then I would. Yeah, you're right. I would walk away from the door, remember, turn back around, lock it, which takes way longer than I was ready to, and then awkwardly like shuffle back.
And G-Mine and Posh give you quite a bit of distance. After a while, G-Mine will point the way to the Temple of Rashmala, and you guys will head to the market.
Off to work we go. What kind of fish should we get, Tayson? They got, I'm sure they have like big fish, smaller fish to make little fish nuggets. Or we can get like a colorful fish. As Stroop tries to waste time while Mike's chewing.
You don't have to waste time.
Okay.
I don't know. What fish do you want to cook? Does it matter?
Not really. Fish is fish is fish.
I say.
Some's a little sweeter, some's a little more tender. Hannah has had fish sticks and salmon.
Out
That's
of character,
all the fish that I've eaten.
Fish have very different textures, very different flavors, very different palates.
Hannah does not know that.
There's a
Stroop
very
knows
big
all
difference
about
between
that.
a tuna steak and a salmon fillet.
But what do
It depends. It depends on what world you live in.
Yeah,
but
what do
we don't
fantasy
have to
fish
be
taste like?
Exactly on par. But you guys can head to the market. At Posh and G-Mine are stepping. They're 30 feet behind. I think that was something that Tayson asked originally, was to have some distance from them, and they always maintain that distance from you. They'll point you in the way if you stop and ask, but outside of that, little happens. Posh seems to be like, G-Mine talks to him every now and then, and it looks like Posh is keeping something to himself, but he has the biggest grin on his face right this second.
Does Stroop notice that grin?
Oh yeah, he can't hide it.
Hey Tayson.
Yeah.
Come here. Don't make it obvious, but why does that god have a big old smile on his face?
He might. I don't know. He beat me up earlier. That might be part of it.
Does causing pain to other people?
Oh, I asked him. It's fine. Oh no, the other thing. Sorry. No. He found out the whole. He talked to us about the whole like fighting Deimos thing, and he got real excited.
Oh, what part of that was exciting to him?
Well, again, that's kind of their whole like deal. Remember that we thought that they were just like this, defend against everything, super awesome team squad.
thing. But no, they're kind of like supremely devoted and trained to fight and defeat Deimos for when he returns. So, you know,
So they don't know that. They're trained to fight and defend against extraplanar beings.
right. Okay. I apologize. Let me take that back a little bit then. But you know, it just imagine that you were like trained to fight, you know, stuff from different planes, and that was kind of your whole thing, and then you got to go against the biggest bad that's ever batted, yes, before from a different plane in the form of a demon king god, like that, you know, there you go.
Out of
So-
character, I just realized that term also applies to Montera.
You're fine.
No, it does not.
You're
You're not
known.
extraplanar. You're not from a different plane of existence. You're from the material plane.
So basically, they've been training for their dream job, and they know now that they're finally gonna get it.
They've been training for a specific type of job, and now they're finding out that their next gig is the Super Bowl. Oh wait, I can't say that. I'll get sued. Their their next they're training for a specific job, and
The
they're
Super Bowl. In this world,
Oh.
the Super Bowl is this great fish race where they put them in a bowl and they have to get through a maze.
sure, great, appreciate it. Thank you.
That makes sense, I guess. You know, to each their own. Um. How are you doing, Tayson? How you feeling?
Overwhelmed, annoyed, anxious, worried, angry, sad, a little bit hungry, but not much. Yeah, that's it.
That's a lot of feelings. Hold on. That's a lot of feelings, Tayson. Saw that you left for a little bit earlier, and it sounds like you and Posh did some sparring. Did that help with those feelings?
Not as much as you might think, but like, I don't know. It was a comforting conversation. Maybe not for me, but I mean, it was comforting to somebody, and that feels good, in and of itself.
Fair. Well, I'm glad that helped a little bit, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need to take a break? I mean, that's, I guess, what we're doing today, the rest of the day. What do you need?
Oh, direction. A plan. An idea of what to do next. It's fine. Don't worry. But we're not focusing on that today. Today we're taking a break, which is fine. So we're gonna do that. So let's just
All right.
let's just not talk about it.
Okay, yeah, we could do that. So we're gonna do fish, and I think we should do it over a bed of like a citrus fruit. And then we can put some thyme in there, and we should do some bread as well with a spread on it. Bread spread.
As
If
Stroop
this
is
isn't
going. It's
going-
just, nope.
if this
It's
isn't going
I can
anywhere-
tell you this. It's absolutely not. So Tayson
No,
just
I mean,
nods.
I'm
Yep.
asking if Hannah wasn't setting up. Like, she was going to bring up the awkward conversation. If not, that's fine. It fades off, and then we see Miranda walking through a different area to a temple. You've seen the symbol. It's on Posh's shield. It is Rishmala's symbol is a speeding arrow. So it's an arrow with two lines degrading back on top, degrading back on the bottom, making it look like the arrow is shooting through the air. And it's a giant temple to him. As you walk in the front door, The temple is large and the ceiling, it goes all the way up. There are not floors. It seems like it goes all the way up as an empty area. But as you look up at the ceiling, you do see there's like an intricate story told further than your vision can see. Before you, there's one simple altar with the speeding arrow in a wreath. And there are different offerings here, some food, some money. There's a few incense burning. There's a few people praying, but everybody is very silent and solemn. And it sounds like there's a ringing or a humming of a bell, like a bell's being rubbed by something, but you can't figure out where that is coming from.
Okay, so when she enters, she takes one of the arrows from her equipment, um, and she summons her soul knife and slashes her palm real quick and covers the arrow in her blood and takes some of her hair and wraps a strand around it and sets it on the altar.
Okay.
Um, and then she casts one of the healing spells to cure wounds to immediately heal the um and sits down and starts praying to Rashmala specifically in regards to Deimos.
Oh,
Basically to bless their hunt of Deimos.
sure. You're in the middle of this prayer, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
The
I
power,
don't like that.
the power of Rashmala compels you. The power of
It,
Rashmala compels
it
you.
is it is a charm spell, so if you have anything for
That is a nat 20.
okay. You, in the middle of this prayer, feel that somebody casts something around. You look around. You can't pinpoint it. The direction that you thought it was from, there's nobody there. But somebody definitely tried to use a spell to control you. And weirdly enough, in this very quiet place, you didn't hear anybody talking.
She continues to act like she's still praying, but she's also kind of like trying to like listen out.
Do you have dark vision?
I do not.
Perfect.
I don't ask. I don't understand why changelings don't, but we don't.
Well, it's going to work to your advantage this time. Give me a perception check while you're looking around.
Okay. Okay. That is that a 6 or okay? So that's a 6. So 21.
You look around, you begin to pray, and you swear the shadow on the wall to your right moves. As you look, you watch someone part from the shadow itself walk out the door, fully cloaked. The direction that you thought you had the spell cast on you.
She's going to finish up with her prayer and cast Pass Without a Trace on herself and follow.
Okay. So you cast it. I'm gonna guess you're gonna try to sneak. As you leave, roll me a stealth and then roll me a perception at disadvantage. You gave him a little bit of a head start.
I have a plus 16 to my stealth on this. Um, so for the stealth roll, that is a 28. And you said perception next
At
at
disadvantage,
disadvantage?
please. Yeah.
Okay. Mhm. Okay. Thank goodness that other one is a 20. So perception is 17.
You come out and you look around. You think you catch the person, but the next thing you know, you look around and there's quite a few people that are cloaked walking through here. Everybody looks the same shape, and that was a shadow that seriously just separated itself from the other shadows and walked out. You look around, and as you get bumped by a crowd coming into a smaller group of people coming into and they, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't see you there.
Um, she and Sylvan replies, "It's all right." And she goes, "May your offerings to Rashmala be blessed," and tries to filter through the crowd to go in the direction she thinks the cloaked figure went.
After a few moments, it's just a group. This is a big city. There's a lot of people walking around. That wasn't the guy. As the person turns the corner, it's a lovely lady with a dress with her cloak pulled up and just has some flowers in her hands. And you remember that shadow didn't have flowers at the time. Maybe it is. I don't know. You want to roll an insight check on the I'm just kidding. Don't do it.
I will roll a fucking insight check if I have to.
You don't ever have to do anything.
Yeah, she's good.
Easily everybody makes it back to the villa. This time G-Mine goes in while Posh is sitting outside.
I'm gonna go ahead and start preparing for dinner. If there's any special things you guys want tonight, too late. We already bought what we needed.
Taste
You
on
make dinner. Sure, you make dinner. You guys sit down. Is there anything you want to talk about between now and sleep?
Montera is going to tell them about the shadowy figure that tried to cast a fucking spell on her at the goddamn temple.
That's
Guys.
Who did what?
Yeah, at least I'm being watched. I don't know about you guys. On your own. I mean, we knew about whatever the society people were doing and watching me. Because they think I'm, I don't know, some like messiah or something.
Wait, what? Things, what?
They think I believe the same way they do about artificing being a natural.
Oh, they think you're the, I need more. I'm sorry.
I'm not quite.
very
I
good
don't
with-
understand it either, Stroop. Okay, it's,
Fair.
I'm from Eberron, where artificing started. It makes no sense to me. Absolutely no sense. Of all the people, you would think, like, yes, I don't tend to use artificed objects, but I use the application of artificer's knowledge with my application of actual magic on a regular basis.
G-Mine says, do you remember the name of the group that approached you?
Anyone write it down? Because I don't remember, actually.
Not my backstory, yo.
Actually, did I write it? I did not, but apparently I wrote down stripper dust cantrip.
Important stuff. I got it. But it wasn't that long ago, and you do remember that they gave you a symbol, a trinket with the symbol on it.
Yeah,
If
she
you
pulls
were,
that out.
if you were to show it, G-Mine would say, the Sharon Ma. Against artificing? Maybe. They believe in the purity of magic.
Like,
They made it seem that it's their goal to destroy all artificers out there because of their belief in the purity of magic.
They follow Devogam. They're a crazy cult. They used to rile up people against King Xandro when he was here.
Wait, say that again? Lissa did not process.
He says that they used to get people together, create. They were very outspoken against Xandro being here amongst mortal people.
I mean, he's half mortal. He has just as much right to be here as anyone else because of that.
You're preaching to the choir. Xandro and I got along very well. However, the Sharon Ma believed differently.
I'm wondering if it's someone who's against the Sharon Law, who, for some reason, believes the same as they do, but for opposite reasons.
They've never done anything physically. They've never hurt anything. And this, besides being locked away from the rest of the world for such a quiet time, believe it or not, Edashmir is a very free place. People are allowed to have their own beliefs, systems, and speak them out loud if they choose.
She's playing with her necklace, the quartz, as he says that. Is Hannah okay over there?
Oh, I'm good. I am a little sleepy.
And allergic to the cold.
Yeah, it's really freaking cold. And my thermostat is just out of reach.
Just light your desk on fire.
I think I do have a fire starter somewhere here.
It looks like Lissa's saying go for it.
Don't encourage her. She might actually do it.
I am an earth sign, but fire attracts me a lot.
I think this is just proving the point that D&D players are in love with arson.
I just want to point out that I don't take notes for the actual game because I listen to the editing. So the notes that I take are usually things like 143, break, 25 minutes, Doc coughed, 1930, whoops, and now 152, Hannah Fire Desk. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. Tayson is going to, assuming dinner is happen, we eat, quiet at dinner, and just retire to his whatever room he finds first that has a bed. Honestly, he didn't scope out and pick a room or anything like that on purpose. Just all right, you're okay. This one,
Okay. So you're going to grab like the first guest room. You're not looking for the master.
yeah, not at all.
Yeah, easy enough. You go in and G-Mine and Post stay right outside the door. You are in the room on your own.
Montera walks past and just kind of like offhandedly goes, "When do you guys ever sleep?" Well, I mean, not sleep, but meditate. Do you do it in shifts or something?
We do meditate and we do it in shifts. That's why two are always assigned, never one.
That makes sense. She goes and finds a room.
Stroop is gonna make sure that all the dishes are done and everything's put back in the kitchen, and then promptly find the smallest room that she can, preferably
Sec-
one with bunk beds.
Second smallest, none with bunk beds. You do find, the next room. There is no such thing as a small room here. There's just some that are smaller than others. But as you pass, because of where Tayson stopped, Posh and G-Mine both just, the meal was wonderful. Thank you. You are an extraordinary cook.
Thank you. I know. Long live the Waffle Hut. And in the morning, don't worry. I'm making waffles.
I will love to try these waffles.
You will not be disappointed. I promise. I promise. But I'm gonna go to bed. Uh, I'll be first one up probably. I won't be the first one up. That's a lie. Tayson always gets up first. Uh, so if I don't see you till breakfast will be happening.
Please give us this pause as we do our station identification.
Look, I'm just glad fucking Hannah did the and in the morning I'm making waffles joke.
I love Shrek so much.
Okay, while we're waiting on Doc, can we talk about how disturbing the Shrek in the Sky filter on TikTok is?
It's so weird. It's so weird. I can't. I cannot. Anytime I see those videos, I have to scroll past them. Like, I don't care who posts this. It could be my favorite person ever. No.
The one, like, I didn't use it. Like, I came across a video and I stitched it. I'm like, all right, who let out the freaking Goliath barbarian?
Oh, I was supposed to get my car back today.
But
Sounds like that wasn't the case.
That was not the case. They went to put the bumper on because they build the bumper and then they just like put it back on. And it was slightly too small. It would have been fine, but since my insurance is paying for it, it has to be back to pre-accident way or whatever. So they had to reorder it.
Yeah.
And that's what we waited on the first time is parts. So
yeah.
they say Thursday could be 2 months from now, like last time. We'll see.
Oof.
And the truck that I'm driving does not have heat, and it's, -2 tomorrow. So great. Love it here.
You shouldn't drive.
What you're saying is arson will be occurring in Hannah's life.
We already talked about the fire desk. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't encourage the fire desk, but maybe once they get your parts in, the car repair place.
I really like the car repair place. I'm more upset that I found out that the lady who hit me doesn't have insurance.
Okay, so then
So her
amend
house.
that. Her house.
Yeah.
Sorry, medical opinions were given because the dog may have eaten something that was terrible for them. No offense to you guys, way more important.
No,
but I think
100%.
we're okay.
No, you're fine.
The second that your face goes and you get the furrowed brow from the side, like profile fine, furrowed brow adorable, side
We just had a conversation
furrowed
about
brow.
arson. It's fine.
We were fine.
Yeah.
Arson and mechanics. It's okay. By the way,
yeah,
not
no,
the
it's
title
okay.
of this episode. Give me 1 second. I have to write down where we're at.
The answer is always burn it to the ground.
I mean, that's what we were saying.
You all go to bed though for the night. And this and though the rooms are big and really well furnished, they're empty. Really, nothing here that would say somebody spent time to decorate here. But you will wake up the next morning, unless there was something weird in the middle of the night you wanted to try to steal or sell or. But you guys wake up the next morning.
What, we don't get any business meetings with our gods or with guardians or Tayson's I don't know, wiggy magic.
Nothing weird with any god dreams. Did you want to call a business meeting? You're the guardian.
Not quite yet. Not ready for one.
Okay. So no business meeting, and no, Tayson worked out a lot of his energy earlier. In the thing, and I think in before I used to give you advantage. I think that was enough. So
Cool. Worked off my anxiety magic. Huzzah.
Stroop heads to the kitchen and starts making waffles, or did you lie to those two and you make some like egg broth?
I never lie when it comes to breakfast food.
Just checking.
Never. Um, so I make the waffles, and I also do, I do like a egg broth, breakfast broth for Tayson, but I also do a morning tea with some mint sprinkled on the top and some heated milk in the tea.
Okay.
Yeah, that's that's what we're going for this morning.
You're a cook, even though Hannah's Stroop is a cook where Hannah's not. So Stroop does it right. And then you head all to breakfast.
Tayson eats waffles with everybody else.
Montera chows down on the waffles and she goes, "Wait, did you use all the maple syrup on the pound cake yesterday?"
We literally are in a city. We can get more if need be. It's fine.
Yeah, and Martin had like some sort of weird addiction to maple syrup. That's why I made pound cake. Just like so much maple syrup. It's excessive, and it's all Waffle Hut brand. That makes sense. Okay, yep, okay. Nope, never mind.
That's why.
Yeah,
He did go to Waffle Hut a lot.
He did. We did give him a lot of syrup. I want to make sure that the gods also get their waffles in the morning. So.
Oh yeah, they love the waffle.
You can always get more of these at the Waffle Hut franchise. Yeah. As long as you like them. I'm working on a couple new things, but yeah, I'm glad you like them. Glad you like them, guys.
They're really good. I just don't think they're the quick hop, skip, and a 3-month journey to the nearest Waffle Hut.
Trust me, they're even better at a Waffle Hut because you get the experience of a Waffle Hut.
You could see about doing it here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why don't you start your franchise here? You'd be the first one here. You could make sure that everyone gets that experience. I don't know, like, I feel like saying the word import some halflings, it feels like derogatory, but, you know, bring some of your family over.
I do not know where everybody else went, but Oompa Loompa.
Oh my god. Yeah,
That
I mean,
speciesness? Question mark?
It only is if yours was, and yours was worse if it was. We're talking about importing people versus just the having people there.
No,
that's what I said.
mine was thinking about how the Waffle Hut would be ran with Stroop, and it would definitely be these weird trial, research, and development rooms all over this place.
it would definitely be like a research facility with a cafeteria that's like a Waffle Hut. But yeah, I could think about maybe doing that possibly someday. You know, if once we do plan the big plan, you know, save the world.
I mean,
So Posh and G-Mine both are. So what's the plan for today?
I don't know. I told that I gotta look at my culture here. That would be more a question. I should be asking you two what we're doing here today, if anything.
I don't think the culture of the elves is much different. We shop, we eat, we have family, we
That's where I'm
love,
at, right?
we have duty, we have responsibility.
Yeah. I sorry, let me rephrase. That's what I was told. Just, oh, go look at your heritage and stuff. But I mean, I think we're all just people. But I don't know. Maybe not.
What What do you know about Rashmala and his service to everything, or even something like Devogam, the god we were talking about yesterday?
Uh, not a lot. Um, wasn't it's one of those like it's not in the lexicon for uh outside of Adashmir, I think. So it wasn't so much I didn't ask so much as I didn't have anyone to ask. But
It's Posh that goes. That's right. You have the temple to the five, even
yeah,
though there are six main gods. I
yeah.
always found that interesting.
I I I'm not very religious. I'm sorry. I don't know. I can't really speak.
But
It's hierarchies. I don't understand it. It's just it feels like people use gods to kind of rationalize most of what happens rather than just you know do it.
Rashmala and Xandro were here for thousands of years.
Sure, sure.
I understand what other people think about other gods, but we know that Rashmala exists.
Oh yeah. No, I assume they exist. It's not a question of if. It's more why. You
Yeah,
know.
well, his holy book was written to us to guide the elves in a path, but a lot of it is explained more in metaphor and stories than actual go do this, then this kind of thing.
Hmm.
It's not meant to take the writing seriously or at its word. It is always something to learn from the writing, is the important part.
Parables kind of things.
Exactly.
Okay. I mean that's cool. That's good to hear. Um, Lessons, not dictations. That's nice. Um, I don't know. I guess we go somewhere to look into that. Sorry, a lot of like very direct things that were on a very strict time limit, and now we're just kind of here until we're not.
What are you trying to figure out? Is G mine that says this?
Oh, how to stop Deimos from coming back. Gathering allies for the fight against Deimos in case we can't stop him from coming back. Um, find out what's going on with the ward, because they're gone. They're fighting something, but not exactly sure what or why. See if we can
I'm in
look.
shock. I'm in shock from the first part,
Mm-hmm.
but the ward is with the help of some of the Hashanhal fighting some demon that came clashing into the Forbidden Cave to the south. We are under strict orders from Xandro first and Navarra second to never go near that cave.
Okay, but you're supposed to guard me, right?
Yes, if you go into the cave, that order will dictate over that, but know that for some odd reason it was forbidden from God warriors.
Oh, that's fine. I get it. It was more.
There
of
was
a.
a
Go ahead.
there was a rumor
Mhm.
that when Navarra was only a sergeant, she led a squad there, even though Xandro told her not to go. And your father saved Xandro from death of whatever was in that cave.
So that's where they're at. Do you know why? Like, yeah, there's a demon that was pushing forward, but
There's demons. A lot of
oh,
the demons came out of the Hall tried to fight them off at the border. They broke through the border, but they went away from the towns and the colonies. They were heading straight for the cave. The plan originally was let them go there, sort out whatever they would do, and we would attack when they came out of the cave. But I will give the ward a lot of credit. They definitely can hold a line better than anything I've seen in my lifetime.
they're pretty devoted their own way. I It feels like grasping at straws. I, I again, I almost feel like we should go just to try and get the ward back. But I don't want to just waste time. I don't want to just go on a whim.
What else do you have? We can go like us going to the Forbidden Cave. We'll put a pin in that one.
Yeah. Um Trying to locate the dwarves. That seems, less the five of us centered so much as, get information just because it's a big continent. Um I don't know.
Well, Grad Spa was closed. There were Xandro came back with stories about how they attended Martin's funeral. I don't know.
Oh, they did. That they were there.
How Martin ever got in touch with them, but the great doors on this side are still closed and probably rusted shut by this time, to be honest with you.
Have you ever tried knocking?
Many a times.
Oh.
Well, not me personally, but it has been attempted.
The great doors to Graditspar?
Yes, the elves for tens of thousands of years have been trying to get them to come out of their little hidey hole. After Deimos was sent away, they just stayed locked up.
But so they came out from a different place then, if they showed up to the funeral.
It wasn't the great doors on this side, no.
Okay.
Gradispar used to go under the great city of Adora tens of thousands of years ago. Rumor, we thought, not rumor, but speculation, was that they disappeared with Adora, wherever that went. When it returned as only islands, that's for the scholars. I don't have enough want or brain power to even try to think about what that means.
How far are the doors away from here? The ones here, at least.
Weeks travel to the east?
Shit. Okay.
Well, you wanted to go to the southern cave. That's a week by travel of ship to get to the nearest town. Chances are another 2 to 3 week walk over. You're talking 4 weeks.
Whatever we're doing, we're committing to it, and it's gonna take a long time. I don't know. Either. Do you two have anything? I don't know. I'm so tired.
G-Mine points at his back. He says, I have a maul and a great sword, but that's probably not what you meant.
No, not so much, but I appreciate it. That inventory will be kept. Thank you. No, Stroop, Montera. Anything you think we should do? Anywhere you think we should go? Anyone you think we should talk to?
I would like to head to the castle and try and see if I can invoke Xandro.
Sure. Okay.
Because something's wrong.
Okay, we'll put that on the list.
Posh says, what's wrong?
I can't even connect to him. It's one thing for him to have left this plane. It's another for prayers to not be able to connect.
How do you know if your prayers are connecting? Do they talk back to you? And now he's got a really weird look on his face.
Sometimes. Not always. But no, I feel it. I feel that connection with the magic.
I have a connection to Rashmala through the same kind, if we're talking about the same thing. He could channel energy through me to do his bidding, but I've never had him pick up the phone for me when he wasn't here.
Worst case,
Look, it's
yeah.
like I'm hitting a dial tone. The doo doo doo. I'm sorry, your call did not go through.
Worst case scenario, it's literally the most immediate thing we have on our docket right now. That maybe something comes from it, maybe something doesn't. Who cares? It is what it is. It doesn't matter. It's something we can do that doesn't require weeks of going, so we can do that. Stroop.
A trip to the castle would be. I think we could get some more answers there, you know. And if that's what Miranda needs to. I'm along for the ride at this point. For now.
G-Mine just says, I'm interested. I know of high-level clerics of certain gods that can commune with their gods on a daily basis-ish. But I've never known anybody to be connected to a bunch of gods. I'd like to see how this works and maybe talk to a few people on the way there for you.
About what?
Oh, possible professional help that's needed.
Oh, yeah, that kind. I got you. Yeah, we're good. Shh. I see you. Good call.
Montera kind of just looks at Stroop. She's like, "Are they talking about a little blue pill?"
Professional help. I don't have any idea. What?
They're called therapists.
Oh.
And I personally think that you may need one. If you
Me?
think no, not you. Well, let's not rule it out. But I do mean Montera that maybe she needs to talk to somebody. Again, clerics usually commune with their god, but don't really have connection with other people's gods. Maybe we could find a high cleric of Xandro for you.
We can at least invoke other gods. I was unable to even do that. Even if I cannot connect to him and speak to him, I should be able to invoke him, and that was not possible.
Very interesting. Let's go see what happens. I'm super curious. Everybody gathers up their stuff and you guys head back to the castle. You're at the stairs. So there is a grand staircase that goes up to the top. There are Royal Westonlow. There's no god warriors outside the castle. Leading up into the chamber of the castle. And even though it's built differently, a lot of more not circular design, where like Remedigan Castle is more square and edged. Not a lot of difference. There are hallways that go on the outside. You could tell that they go to different wings of this castle. Um, where do you want to head?
Montera is going to head to where Zalrin would spend, not Zalrin, Xandro would spend the most time. Something he had the most physical connection with.
If you were to, are you asking or are you just assuming he had a physical connection with things?
No, she's going to ask, where did Xandro spend the most time?
Probably with Navarre.
Okay. I would like to see Navarre.
That might be a little more difficult, but we'll see what we could do. And he grabs a nearest worker, not a guard, but a worker, and says, "Would you please tell the queens that Grand Duke Tayson is here to see them?" They shuffle off, and within about 15 minutes, that same servant comes back and is, if you all follow me, I will take you to them. And this is all in Sylvan. You head to the grand chamber, and the queens are on their thrones, and they seem to be listening to people not necessarily complaints, but like bringing issues to them. And these people look like they're of some authority. So they may be leaders of villages. You're not 100% sure. They finish with one and then they say, "We need to take a small break. If you will empty the chambers, that would be great. Except, of course, you and the Grand Duke." And everybody bows, leaves, and it's just you, four other god warriors, Posh, G-Mine, and the queens.
Droop immediately. Might I present
I'd
you?
really, you rather not.
But they're gonna.
I'd
They'll
really,
expect it.
they
They'll
literally,
expect it.
they literally
Expect it.
said my name.
Fine. And I flourished back into the back.
They come down and they say, "It's wonderful to see you. Is there something we could do for you?" And they're talking to you, Tayson.
Tayson just starts looking to his left towards Montera.
You don't have to be awkward about it, Tayson.
Oh, please make the request that you're about to make and then tell me that I'm doing the thing that's awkward.
I'm trying to invoke Xandro. I was unsuccessful the other day, and I think something is wrong. I figured trying to invoke him towards his, while in the presence of something somewhere he had the most physical connection to, would be the most effective way to do it.
Navarra thinks for a minute. He loved to travel. The throne was his. But you're not going to blood sacrifice on my throne, are you? That would be difficult to clean.
No. No. I'm not going to.
Tayson visibly sighs in relief.
And then Valerie's smiling still, but Queen Navarre just says, "What do you mean invoke?"
I mean, I'm trying to get a sense more of why he left. Like, obviously, he left a note, but notes can be forged. There is as you know, Deimos is trying to break through.
You say that, and instantly Navarra goes to like jump forward. She stops. She doesn't know what to do. And G-Mine and Post just go, No, Tayson already told us.
Yeah, that's on me.
And she just shakes her head.
I mean, you literally put two people to go with me wherever I go. I don't know why. I'd basically be working with 40% of my forces, not knowing why we're doing what we're doing ever. Seems like that would not go well.
She says, I'm not upset, but I did tell you we wanted to keep this a secret, correct?
Right, but they're going to be traveling with me, so they can't talk about it.
And now there's four other god warriors whispering to each other in the back.
Oh, yeah, that's a problem. Allegedly.
But please continue. I'm just...
Rumors say it.
I don't understand. I guess I'm more trying to understand.
Returning, if anything, makes that veil thinner. I'm trying to understand why he would put this world at risk when he personally fought against Deimos to begin with.
That wasn't necessarily my question. My question is, what makes you think you have the power to invoke a god you never served?
Chaos. That's all she says.
You're more than welcome to try, but if it doesn't happen, do not be disappointed. You don't follow the gods of the elves. You don't understand the hunt. You have your own temple and shrine. I saw it myself. Your 5 gods are not the god of the elves.
I don't follow just those gods. And she pulls, because like normally when she's out and about, she doesn't have her crystal showing. She pulls the symbol of Zalrin out.
She just looks, shakes her head, and says, I didn't tell you couldn't try. I'm just saying. But please. And she steps out of the way.
So she actually takes out some oils. So it smells good, not something that would like leave a mark or anything, hopefully. And she starts making not like a mandala, but like almost think Full Metal Alchemist. Think Full Metal Alchemist, but she's making the symbols of all the gods as she does it, but she's putting Xandro front and center in it as she's doing this. And she's chanting with her soul knife out, trying to use that as a physical medium to try and invoke even further.
You go through all of this, you're trying. You sense the divination power that you always sense being a cleric yourself, especially a cleric of Zalarin. But you don't sense anything change. Nothing's different. And you definitely don't feel anything from Xandro.
Okay, I know this is not the actual use of it, because I've got Invoke Duplicity and Turn Undead with the Channel Divinity. But can I use the Channel Divinity for this? To add to it?
So, do you have the spell Commune?
Mm, No. I don't think
So,
I even
com-
have that
commu-
as a
Commune
known spell
allows
yet.
Commune allows you to talk to your god. And I'm not saying this wouldn't be what Montera is doing. You've been in the presence of the 5. You've been in their room when they weren't there. Like, I understand the thought process of this. I don't know if it feels different to you. What it feels like is whatever this is, Xandro's not involved. Rashmala's not involved. These things are just there. The only place in Remedigan that had anything to do with Rashmala was the temple that you guys went to when you got sucked to the Feywild. But even there wasn't a place that any of the 5 went. It was ran by elves trying to maintain their heritage. I like where you're going with this, but you're not going to find a connection to Xandro.
Okay. No, it's worth a shot.
Oh, I'm very happy that you did it in such a respectful manner.
I tried to make sure I didn't leave him up.
Yeah, there's nothing there that couldn't be cleaned up.
Oh, it'll smell good for a little bit.
True.
Is there anything that you'd like us to do while we're here? Not necessarily in the castle, but just here.
Adashmir is taking care of itself, as it always has. There's nothing we need of you. I asked you here to teach you about your mission outside, but to be honest with you, after I mentioned it, I feel that you don't care.
It's not don't care. It's just right now there's other priorities. Like if things weren't chaotic out there, on the verge of worse, I'd be happy to. It'd be a connection to something, and that's great. But right now, it's just I'd find out about something, but it just again it feels like we got other stuff that's more pressing. The problem is that you're right. We don't have a plan.
What's this? What is that besides? And she just looks behind her to the floor and shakes her head. Besides stopping Deimos, do you have any traction to that to get there?
No, I'm worried about the ward. But honestly, I don't even know if that's anything we can do anything about. So, no.
I've ordered the Westenlow to help. Or the
No,
Hashtendal to help.
You've done
They're
great.
down there fighting a great fight with them. From my understanding, they've got nowhere near the cave that they're trying to get to. They are holding their own, and I'm sorry that the ward has come to
No,
Adashmira.
no, not at all. Not at all. We got told that there's this great looming threat. And we have gone off to try and do things to find out how to stop this threat. And we've done things, some good, some not really anything worth taking note of, to try and do that. And we came here, and personally, I was hoping that we'd find some way to pool what we know, work together. And you pointed it out, what we know is nothing. So I guess I was on my way here to find out where to go, what to do, and now I don't have that, or anywhere else to go, or anything else to do. So it feels like we failed. So yeah, I mean, we're here. We've got to wait for Stroop to get a new apron, or a new version of the same apron. So we're here long enough. I'm happy to do something here. I don't even have the ability to waste time because I don't have the ability to put it into something productive and worthwhile. So I don't know what to do. So yeah, great. I'd love to know more about Xandro other than what Martin told me. But it's stories. I'll get to know about another person, another entity that I couldn't have ever gotten closer to. I don't know. I don't know.
Navarra holds up her hand. I don't want to force it, but we're here, Tayson, when you're ready. It doesn't even have to be this year.
Sure.
You have a place to come to. You have a place to stay. You are always welcome here. In fact, this morning, I sent delegations to set up an embassy in Remedican with an invitation for them to have an embassy here on your behalf as well.
That's really great of you.
Well, you're right. In the times that are going to be before us, we need to try to work together. And there's only one way to do that.
I appreciate that. You had mentioned that Adashmir is always taking care of itself, and you have it. It's great here. It's beautiful here. Your people are really nice. It's something great to behold, but it's easier to take care of people when you're taking care of each other, right? So I'm excited for us to be able to take care of each other.
I think with the old ways gone, maybe this is why Xandro left. Many remember the wars that were fought because Xandro's original purpose was to come and create order. But he did it in a brutal way.
As I don't want that to be our way. That's not going to be our way, right?
No.
Okay.
He became wiser, but to be honest, the stories that were told were not entirely false. He told me when we were in Remedigan that he thought as long as he existed here, and this may be the reason he left, that the old hatreds would be there and people would never get over them, whatever that meant. He went to talk to a shopkeeper in Remedigan, somebody who owns a tailoring shop there. I had a long conversation. I was not allowed to go in. And when he returned, he started talking about how the past needs to stop so that people can move forward. Maybe he thought time was going to do it. Maybe he finally decided him leaving was the only way.
So, does me being around pose a problem then? I mean, that doesn't make sense because then all of you, no, never mind. I take that back.
He did it.
Yeah.
None of us were alive back then. The only other one was Rashmala, and even he went on over 100 years ago.
The fastest way to get back here if I return, home is ferrying over and then your gates are open, right?
Yeah, unless you have some means to learn a teleportation spell.
Over my head. But that is comforting to know. Well, I'll tell you what then. I think we're gonna stick around for another day or two and enjoy what you've all built here. But I promised somebody that I would be back in a couple of weeks, and frankly, I would be doing you all a disservice by staying here and trying to do what I'd like to do when I'm not encumbered.
You're welcome here. You have a villa here. Martin was here, but never at his villa very often. As long as you use it more than he does, I think it'll be fine.
What did he do? Like, he came here and he'd do what?
Traveled. All of Edishmir, outside of places that people lived. He was looking for something, but he never told us what.
Did he ever tell you why he was looking for it?
No.
Okay.
Nothing at all. He would just travel. And luckily he did. And she looks a little sad, but then smiles about it.
I'm sorry.
Do you have the list of places he had been and maybe where he was intending on going next? His itinerary.
He didn't file an itinerary while he was here. In fact, he's the only person that I can remember who went to the towns and never got a traveling card by order of the king.
I ever see Martin in the afterlife, I'm having a stern talking with him.
I think a lot of people want to as well. But I also think a lot of people will be happy when they finally see him again. May forget all the things they want to sternly talk to him about. I guess it depends on how you get there.
Right.
Oh, believe me, I will be happy to see him. But he is certainly not making our job any easier.
And we're not making your job any easier. So you were in the middle of talking to people and receiving their requests, complaints, I don't know, something along those lines. So we can leave you to that if you'd like.
It would be helpful to get some more of these out of the way.
Yeah, we're gonna go. Okay. Thank you again. I appreciate your hospitality.
I'm sorry it didn't work. She looks at you, Montera.
It is what it is.
I guess it's all part of the hunt.
Indeed.
I don't
I,
get it. Okay.
Left an offering for Rashmala yesterday. Oh, I do have something else to ask you.
Quickly,
And
if you don't mind.
she tells the story of what happened at the temple and gives them a warning about it.
That was weird. You lost but yeah, got it. We will look for shadows that part upon each other, I guess. This
Just
isn't
so
this
you know.
isn't this isn't helping the crazy part, is what G-Mind says to you. That's crazy too, you know.
Look. Chaos follows me for a good reason. Just because it seems crazy doesn't mean it is crazy.
Or maybe it's just crazy, and crazy people don't think they're crazy, so you're on the right path, I guess.
She flips him off and walks out.
This is awkward. I think she wants to walk away from you to prove a point, but if I follow, then you have to follow, and now I feel like I'm the one responsible for making that happen. So
Do you understand how amazing it is to follow somebody who's trying to walk away because I can't stop following somebody else?
right?
And you leave.
Yep.
And the queen invites everybody back in and continues her stuff. Where do you guys want to go? You have the whole day ahead of you now.
I'm tired of making decisions.
Is Mike good over there?
Mike is tired of trying to think of places to go. I'm dying here.
I have an idea, guys. I think we should find the tallest building we can find and go to the very top of it and look at the city. It sounds silly. Don't get me wrong. It sounds weird, but it's sometimes what I do to plan my next move when I want to look at a city.
Okay, well, I agree the view would be good, and it's a wise decision to do this. She looks at Tayson's guards and goes, "You're calling me crazy." and then just she goes, "Where's the tallest building?"
Did
The
you
Radio Librum is the tallest tower, but we have no authority there. I couldn't get you to the top.
Mhm.
There's the Crystal Spire. Second tallest, but seeing from the top, it is a beautiful city to see from the top. Gives you perspective, though. I don't think that's as crazy as you think it is.
Also, no offense, but if you just got upset at them for calling you crazy, and now we're gonna do the thing that the other person that you're referring to as crazy is because you decided that there was nothing better to do, now you're crazy and you're following the whims of the other crazy person. So you're either crazy or you're submitting to crazy. Either way, like I don't.
You do realize that both of us, that was Posh, and G-Mine says, we literally fight things that shouldn't exist on this plane. I didn't say it wasn't fun following crazy. I'm just saying there's a possibility of.
Montera kind of just shakes her head as she's like, "Look, do you guys have a better idea? Because I'm running out of ideas."
Excellent restaurants, bathhouses, massage.
Okay, let's get perspective, and then I want a massage. Jesus Christ, we've been adventuring for how many weeks now? I need a good massage. Self-care is important.
Hey, Montera, what's a Jesus Christ? Where did that come from? Ooh.
All right, no, we're not doing
Another
that.
plane I adventured on.
Nope, nope. Writing down this number right now.
You guys head into the city towards the large blue spire in the northern section of the city. We fade out of this. we go back into the round-capped rainforest. We've seen here before this broken down two goblins that were looking through this ruin. They seem to be more goblins. A few other races, all looking with the same glowing red eyes, rebuilding this monument in the middle of the round-capped rainforest. We take the camera in through the halls where now torches are lit. It branches off into different areas, and in the center, now glowing a little bit brighter, a representation of the chair Deimos, thumbs in the crimson darkness of the room. And thank you all for joining us at the Here of the Bros and Drags podcast.
Thank you, everybody. We're running out of time, probably. Maybe. Most likely. It's all right. Let's just do crazy. Crazy's better.
Concerned because I came into this world through the round-capped rainforest in a ruin.
Hey, that's the look of, like, relevant information. Just saying. Like...
Oh, I was just waiting to see who was first on Where Can We Find You. Sorry.
Oh, no, that was... I wasn't talking about your look. I was talking about the look that Hannah and I both made. As like that helpful.
Just remember, cutscenes are not anything that you guys
I'm
know.
very aware.
In-game knowledge. We don't know this, but Lissa knows this.
You guys gotta stop telling Hannah things, because Hannah is not good at keeping secrets from Stroop.
Speaking of those secrets, where can we find you, Hannah?
You can find me at Hannah the DM on Instagram and that other place, TikTok. And I narrated a book called The Walking Doctor that will be out in a couple weeks. So I'll give you more information as it gets finished.
Lissa.
You can find me as Geek Girl Lissa on all the places. And you can also find me tomorrow. We're going to be a little bit late for Windermere Falls because my grandfather has a CT scan. So we'll probably start around 3:30 Eastern time for that. And then once that's done, I've got a few hours, and my Monster of the Week long shot firing range thing starts at 9:30. We just had our Jesus Takes the Wheel moment with my Valkyrie, which was fucking hilarious. Friday. My community is fucking crazy and decided within 3 streams to finish my community challenge. So on Friday, I will be playing the first boss area of Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 8, dressed up as Lady Domitresque because they finished the Dummy Mommy community challenge.
Noted. Doc?
You can find me here on my own channel at IamDMDoc. You will not find me on most social media except for our Discords. And I didn't have a challenge, but the reason for all the fishing jokes was because I bought a fishing hat and a fishing vest, and there's a new set of streams coming up on IamDMDoc, as well as a project if we ever get it started here at NerdWorks. I will give you the title. It's Doc Ruins Your Childhood. So
I'm actually really excited about that one. Because that one's going to require like an hour out of work for me and like somewhere between an hour and 5 minutes and like 40 hours each time from Doc. It's the best. Everybody, you can find me here because this is where I live. I live on this screen. I live in this screen. I am actually a computer simulation doing all of the nerdy computer simulation things, all the things. 10010001. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening. We love you. Do the thing, Doc.
love one another. Keep it nerdy and live your dreams.
Later.